So some people have asked us how we've managed to work together for how many years?
Well, on payroll, it's been about 6 years, but I would say overall, you had some free labor there for about a good 4 years or so.
So I'm Courtney.
I'm Melanie.
We're with the Atkinson team, and we also own a coaching company called Real Estate Growth Solutions. And we've been doing this a long time, and we haven't had a single fight this entire day.
No therapy at all.
No, it doesn't cost us tens of thousands of dollars to still be married. No, we'll take you back to the beginning, because I think a lot of times people just look at us like, we're this couple and we have our business all together.
Like we just showed up like this.
Yeah.
We had a life before.
And that, like, it's always like this. Actually, don't record ourselves fighting, so you don't ever see that, right? And so it's good to tell you a bit of the backstory and why we're able to do this semi-successfully still today. So I think the year was 2011, right?
Yeah, well, when you started the team, yeah.
Yeah, and I've been in real estate since 2008. I'd just come through a divorce. I think I'd hired my first admin person, Diana.
Yeah, she was one of my students at Reeves College.
And who now owns Cookie Crimes downtown.
Yes.
Brilliant business, by the way. So Diana was recommended by Mel because she could see me drowning and could see how disorganized I was. And so I think that was probably like the first foray to the team, was like, you need help, let me help you. I know a person, I can help you interview, hire this girl. And that went really, really well. And then I think over the span of the next couple years, I hired a couple more people.
Yeah.
And then a few agents, probably up to 5 agents fairly quickly. And then we were really, really busy. By that point, we would have been by a long shot the biggest team in Lethbridge, and bigger challenges. And I needed a lot of help, but you still had a full-time job.
Yeah, like I was still working full-time at my previous position, but because of the flexibility of that job, I was able to work anywhere I wanted. For a brief period there, I was working from home. Because I could work from anywhere, I just started working from the office, which was on 5th Street, before we started working together. And so I would just sit there and hang out with the admin team and manage the front end. And, as I was an auditor in my previous position, like doing some audits and processes and, just nerdy things like that.
I think it was really good though, because you had all the skills with respect to building a team, running operations that I didn't have. Plus I was still really busy in production, running the roads, in and out of meetings. And anytime I was in the office to give instructions to anyone would be like 30 seconds, not nearly enough detail. And then I know behind the scenes, you could be like, hey, here's what he's trying to say, here's what he means to say, and don't take his tone the way that you're taking it. So
we got different ways of operating.
Yeah, it's safe to say that's the reason that I think a lot of those people stayed, and a lot of the reason that a lot of those people grew in their roles. And so during that time, I think, was it before or after we became Atkinson Realty that you left your job? I think it was, we had kids or something. How did that go?
So we were still Atkinson and Associates, C21. And I know this because we decided to actually leave C21 and go independent on November 6, 2016.
When our first child.
Second child.
Oh, right. Conrad was being born.
Yeah.
We literally made that decision in the hospital.
We made the decision before that in between the mat leaves, that I was going to not return to my employment. So we had baby one, I went on mat leave, and then I came back to work for 6 months. And in that 6 month period before going on mat leave for the second baby, we decided that I was going to let go of my salary and we were going to jump back both in together.
She had a really senior role too. I mean, she was running the whole province for this private college, making a 6-figure income. So it was a big jump for us, to kind of like give up that salary and then have Mel managing this entire side of the operation. But ended up being really good. I mean, I think it's fair to say, like, during that time there was a lot of growing, and I would remember like a lot of like pushing and pulling, trying to figure out like, where do I belong, what do I do, for both of us, not just
yeah,
you.
whose lane was whose. And with him being the visionary, I think it was just hard for him to let go a bit of his baby and allow me to take control of some of that stuff.
Like, one of the things, this is going to sound super basic, but for years and years I would call it my team, right? Like, it was just like this personal ownership thing, and it would be like subliminal, right? But that would be super insulting to Mel. Like, that was 2 years, 3 years, maybe more, just getting language right, and then lanes right. And even now, like, I think it's only been probably 3 or 4 years since we've had like really good clarity on who does what. And so we can just respectfully say to one another, like, stay in your lane, and just joke about it, and then the other person like knows to like jump off, right? But it doesn't mean that it's been cake, right? Even now.
Well, I would say it's 90% good.
I would say 90% good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we still have a coach, a relationship coach that we work with that helps us with understanding, all the baggage that we all carry, and recognizing like when that's showing up at work, and then how we can leverage these things as superpowers into the business, into the culture of the organization, and the direction that we're trying to take together. And I'd say it's been pretty good.
Yeah, it's been really good.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to do this on my own, and I don't think you could do this on your own.
No.
I think we both have different strengths. Even just coming into this, you wanted to plan, and I was like, let's just let her buck, which is interesting given that I'm the planner. And
True story.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if we could leave you with anything, I would leave you with this. If you're deciding to get into business with your life partner, just recognize that whatever roadmap that you have, whatever plan that you have for that person, chances are you're gonna have to let it go. I think in business and in personal relationships, you just need to focus on the gifts that each one of you has and
Alignment and values.
yeah, work at lifting those things up and looking at seeing the good. Like there's gonna be tons and tons of stuff that is gonna drive you crazy, and if you stay focused on that, you'll never get out of it, right? And so I think the thing that we've done really effectively is just to focus on the good and let that other stuff go. Yeah, that help. Good care.